Okay. Few things. Just a few things here, right? I think I finally got my audio crackles fixed. Fucking finally. My mic might sound a little bit different. That's just there. You know how I had that other stream the other day where it like didn't record, it didn't put my microphone out for a while. Yeah, I did that again today when I was testing some things, and I had to like remove the mic source and then redo it, but I forgot to copy the settings before I did it, so it might sound a little bit different. Hopefully, it's fine. I think I got it back to how it was, at least close enough. Also, playing FF14 today. Because the new patch came out and I've been playing it, and I kind of need a break from New Vegas. So that's what we're doing today. If I go over to the live scene here, yeah, there I am. This is my character. I've got my little overlay going, because, you know, typically don't want people to look at your chat and stuff like that. So yeah, here I am. This is my FF14 character. I'm all caught up on the story. I just finished the... I hadn't played any of the patch quests, like the main quests, since I finished Dawn Trail. But as of the other day, I finished 7.1, 0.2, and 0.3. So, yeah. My main is Reaper. As you can see, that's what I am now. I have Big Scythe. Hold on, what's the, this one? Yeah, there we go. That's Hide UI. I got big, like, fancy sci-fi scythe. Yeah. This is... these are all of my, like, jobs and stuff. My biggest goal in the game is to get every job to level 100, except for maybe Blue Mage. I'll get it eventually. But I want to get every job to 100, and I'm working on a few of them currently. Most recent, I got Dancer to 100 yesterday. I got a bunch of them up to 90 during Endwalker, and there's still a few that I'm working on. Yeah, so first of all, what I want to do is go ahead and queue up for wherever the hell raids are, for the Ritterana Lighthouse. Because to unlock Bozja, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Bozja, not Bozja. To unlock Bozja, I need to finish this raid series. So let me go ahead and join the queue for this one, as these are level 70, so probably want to do it with my monk. That would be the best use of, like, experience and stuff. But my monk, by the way, is, I have a Vi cosplay. Slug Reacts, yeah. New emote, by the way. I uploaded the emote. But yeah, I have a Vi cosplay on my monk. What little thing are you playing as? So this is my character, Owadra Morteau. She's an Elezen, a Duskwhite Elezen, dark elf. You know, I think she's pretty. I think she's cool. I'm gonna be queuing up as monk to do Ritterana Lighthouse, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it because the queue, yeah, it's already 17-minute wait time. So in the meantime, I have some things I want to take care of. This is the beauty of MMOs. Live slug reaction. This is like, there's potential spoilers for everything because I'm all caught up on like main story, if anyone cares. But I'm gonna do my society quests while we wait for this queue to pop. This is one of my favorite areas. It's all like Celtic Fae themed. It's just really pretty. There's a big like drowned village over there. Really cool stuff. So these are your like dailies. You get a certain amount that you can do. You can do 12 of these every day. You get 3 from each quest giver. How's the volume, by the way? Do I need to turn the game volume down at all, or is it fine? Because for me, it's a little bit loud, but that's just how I have it, because I don't normally, you know, stream this game. Yeah, so you do, it's good, hell yeah. So you do these little things. I'm only skipping the dialogue because it's like same stuff every time. It's not like randomly generated quests, you know, like it has a choice of quests each day. So you do these, it's simple stuff, and these are really good for experience if you're trying to level. So the reason why I want to unlock Bozja is because it's like a big piece of content that I just have yet to do. And it's really good for leveling between levels 70 to 90. Big range. It's apparently like, you know, just really good. So we'll see, right? This is one of my favorite mounts, by the way. I have a mount roulette on, so it chooses between all of my favorited mounts. This is one of my favorites. So Monk, I didn't like it much at first. But it's really grown on me. It's gotten better as, you know, you get in the higher levels. It just feels, I do like the baby alien, yeah. It just feels pretty good to play now. I like the flow of it. It's not my favorite job, but I'm still, you know, I want to get all of them, so it's gotta happen at some point. But basically, with Monk, you have these things. If you get all 5 of your, I believe those are chakras, right? Yeah, you can do an ability, and there's different things that'll get you these little chakras. And then you've got your stances, which you can get the little pips here by doing these moves. It's really hard. I'm realizing now it's very hard to on the fly explain a job. But basically, I've got this built up, so this is gonna start a little fight. And so I'm gonna activate this move and do all of the ones that get the beast chakras over here. Which means that I can do this move, which will give me this little white pip, right? And then I do 3 of the same kind of attack, of the same stance, and then I can do this move. So now I have the dark one. And then I can do either the dark or the light one. Yes, violence. And then I get a big tornado kick move. It makes sense if you play the job from the beginning to where you are now. That's kind of how learning the jobs is. You get your abilities slowly as you level, and it all just kind of adds on to each other. The jobs are very basic when you start out, and then it all builds up, and it works. It just works. There is this deliver clump. No. It's Sleepy Pixie. There you are. So we did all of the society things, teleport back, turn it in. Dinosaur can barely hold you. Let's see, what do I get now? Oh, you can see my manta ray. This is one of my absolute favorites. And you get a little ability with the manta ray where you can... It doesn't do anything, it just does that. Yay! This was the first of the society mounts that I unlocked. because you get special. You can buy mounts from doing the society quests. You know, decent reward. One of these Stormblood expansion ones. She's filter feeding, exactly. Stormblood expansion is the Kojian Society, which are these turtle people, and the whole area is like underwater stuff. Not the whole area, but a lot of it's underwater, and of course, I had to go do that one first. It was the first one I really committed to. And then you turn all these in. You can see my experience at the bottom here. This little like yellow bar with the green on it. You turn these in and you'll see that I get a pretty good amount of XP from doing these. And yes, I am wasting some tomestones, but it's fine. They're easy to get. And there we go. It's, you know, pretty decent amount. So, as you can see on the right side, it has to, because I'm queuing for an alliance raid, it's 24 people, 3 tanks, 6 healers, and 15 wait, hold on, 15 plus 6 is 21 plus 3 is 24. Yes, 15 DPS, divided into groups of 8. So, gotta wait for a whole bunch of people, and this is older content, so it's probably gonna take a good while for me to get an actual team to do this, but that's fine. That's why we have other things to do. So, in the meantime, let me go down here and do some more society quests for one of my level 90 jobs. So for this, let's see, I've got Gunbreaker's pretty high. Are any other ones that Astrologian's pretty high, but it's a healer and I can get into dungeons quickly by doing that. Because there's kind of a priority thing when you're queuing up. Healers get in the quickest, tanks are second quickest, and DPS takes forever to get into queues. So I can try... I don't know, maybe I'll just continue with Gunbreaker, because I'm already like close to level 100 with that one. So one thing I can show off, actually. I'll do it after I do my society stuff. But here is my Gunbreaker outfit. So one thing I love about FF14 is that you can play every single job on a single character. You don't have to make other characters and play through the whole story just to experience all of the different jobs that are available. You can have it all in a single character, and you can have fashion for every single one of them. And the fashion, the glamour that I have for my Gunbreaker is that I'm supposed to be like kind of a off-duty mechanic, you know? Kind of futuristic looking mechanic. This is like my welding mask. You know, I got my little glove on. I got my boots. I got my my muscle shirt, exactly. And of course my gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII. The back cutout, yeah. So it's typically best to do the society stuff as a DPS, because, like I said, it takes longest for DPS to get into queues. However, I get anxiety playing as a tank, because you are the quote-unquote leader of the dungeon. Now, not really, everyone's just kind of doing it at the same time, but you typically go in front because you're the one who's going to be taking all the damage. So I get a little anxious about tanking, which is why, I don't know, I like doing the society stuff with tanks too. So let me get my Chocobo out, because it's like a little AI party member you can have. The Gunbreaker's cool. Let me activate this, and then this, and then this, and then this. You'll not see, like, the most optimal gameplay. Like, I'm, you know, decent at my rotations, but I know that there's, like, better ways to do it, probably. But, like, I know what I'm doing, kind of. Just look at the big flashy lights. Don't worry about the buttons that I'm pressing. Another thing I'll show you that I really like is that there are little portraits that they added recently-ish, relatively recently in the game's lifespan. Little portraits for each of your jobs that'll show up whenever a dungeon or any kind of duty starts. So you can take little pictures with all your different outfits and stuff. And I put like a good amount of effort into making them look nice and thematic and stuff. So I'll be sure to show those off. Also, music in this game is amazing. As it is with every Final Fantasy. Fucking love the music in this game. The music here in particular reminds me a lot of the Tarzan world in Kingdom Hearts 1. Also play dolls in video games? Exactly. It's just a big dress-up game. And, you know, hit your dolls against other dolls and stuff. But it reminds me of Deep Jungle from Kingdom Hearts 1. And the society quests for the Dawn Trail expansion are very easy. They're incredibly quick, especially compared to the older ones. As you can see, whenever this animation finishes, I started at the very beginning of... I want that mount so bad, that weird tall cactuar. I started at the beginning of this XP bar, and I'm already like a third of the way through. Maybe a quarter, something like that. Really, really powerful. Oh, we got someone in the queue, yo! Hell yeah, only 22 more to go, baby! Alright, we're going back here. Because those are my society things that I want to do for the day. I could technically do, like, the Stormblood ones, but those don't give much XP. We're gonna go over to the inn room over here. Because I want to show off all my outfits. Okay. Get this music out of here. I'm so sick of this music, I'm gonna be honest. Orchestrion. Let's play, I don't know. Let's play Flow. So I can cry. This big money music. Okay, so. Here, I'll just go ahead and show off my, let me put Monk back on in case the queue pops, but, with my portraits. This is also in the order that I unlocked all these jobs. So I started off as a summoner. I saw me playing Cartoon Factories. That's so accurate. But I started off as Summoner. I love Summoner. I love Summoner classes in video games. I love Necromancers, all that sort of thing. This isn't a Necromancer or anything, but it is, you still summon things. Had a pretty big change in Endwalker that I really enjoy because it feels more thematic for Summoner, but there's still a lot of people who like the old Summoner. even though it didn't really feel like Summoner. I said Summoner so many times in that one sentence alone. Love having a little peon. Yeah, here's my Summoner. Here's my Scholar, who I made kind of like Fae themed, kind of forest themed, kind of like a druid, little witch sort of thing. My Dragoon, I made all Leviathan themed. I'll get a better look at the armor and stuff after I show off the portraits, but I want to show off the portraits because I put a lot of time into them. My Blue Mage, it's just kind of whatever because I don't care about Blue Mage, because Blue Mage works differently. It doesn't level the same as the other jobs. You don't get your skills the same. It's a whole thing. Red Mage, I went for like a deep red, like a burgundy sort of look. But you still have to be red as a red mage. You don't have to be, but like, come on, you have to be. My Paladin, I made kind of Valkyrie themed. My Samurai, I'm still working on the glamour for this one. I need to level my Samurai up so that I'm high enough level to use this gear that I want to get. But it's basically gonna look like this, where I've got big, like, midriff. Astrologian, my favorite healer. She's all like witchy themed. My Dark Knight, love Dark Knight. You're literally so blue. Yeah, exactly. That's me. I'm blue. Dabba dee dabba die. She's pretty. Thank you. My Dark Knight, just you gotta be really edgy with Dark Knight. Gunbreaker, I already showed off a little bit. Reaper, my beloved, my main job. They added that one in Endwalker. So I changed from Summoner over to Reaper, cause like, come on, I'm a scythe bitch. What can I say? Machinist, as you can see, cowgirl. Dancer, you kind of gotta be a little bit slutty as a dancer. That's the whole thing with the job. Gotta show off some skin. Sage, I went for mad scientist look. The background kind of looks like, you know, padded cell. That whole sort of thing. White mage, I went for like, you know, still white, but also kind of edgy, tattered sort of look. I don't know, not super happy with it. I'm probably gonna change it out at some point. Monk, like I said, Vi Arcane cosplay. Black Mage, you'll see the full outfit. You'll get it. You'll see my vision. Ninja, I got this little like kitty cat thief sort of look. Now, unfortunately, as you'll be able to see, there's only 20 glamour plates in the game. However, there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 jobs in the game. So some of these have to share. So I am sharing my glamour plate between Ninja and Viper, and Pictomancer and Blue Mage. So those are going to look basically the same. Because they use the same kind of gear. My Bard, I'm still kind of working on. My Warrior. My Pictomancer. So with this one, I went for like really scary, creepy look, but with Pictomancer being at least one kitty minimum in this game. Oh, of course. I went for like a really, creepy look, but because Pictomancer is like a bright and bubbly sort of job, I had to have this like comic book style with the Moogles and stuff. And then Viper, again, I gotta have the kitty cat look. So to show them off fully, Reaper, I already showed off. I love this outfit. I have leggings, I have tights similar to this, but I wish I had the asymmetrical look. I love the gloves, I love the top, the little eye patch that I got. Very edgy, very cool. Alright, my Dragoon, like I said, I'm kind of like Leviathan themed. I got this water spear. which this is just one of the artifact armors, unmodified except for the dye, but like the dye adds a whole lot. The shiny blue that I have. My samurai, like I said, still working on this one, but I got the midriff going. Samurai is okay. It's not my favorite job. Monk I already showed off, but I'll get it here anyway. Vi Arcane, I think these gauntlets are perfect for it. It's the best you're gonna get, right? My ninja, kitty cat thief, cat burglar, the high boots, exactly. My viper, like I said, is the same. Just viper has the dual swords that you can also join into a single one depending on what abilities you use. My astrologian, I love astrologian. Like I said, it's my favorite healer. Let's see. We got Scholar. Like I said, is kind of like druidic and fairy themed. Yeah. I've got my Sage. Like I said, mad scientist. I got my big lab coat with the stitches on it, and I got these weapons that vaguely look like syringes from certain angles. It's the best you're gonna get as far as I can tell. White mage. Oh, it's a lab coat? Yeah. Got like an edgy white mage look going. My summoner. No real theme, I just like how these pieces look. I like the asymmetry with the sleeves that I have. I love this book because it has it this way. It's got the pages, but then this way you can see through it. I love this particular tome that you get. My red mage, a little Bloodborne. My Book of Nothing. It's a little bit Bloodborne. Again, I like the asymmetrical gloves that I got, or the single glove, you know. Red mage is a really fun one. Let's see, we've got Black Mage. I love this weapon. I love weapons that like transform a little bit. Surprise, surprise, her little ascot is so sassy. Surprise, surprise, I like Bloodborne. I like moving, changing weapons and things like that. Pictomancer. Like I said, I have this like sort of creepy look. I love this headpiece with the hat and the bandages and stuff. But with Pictomancer being what it is, you know, you got your like bright, bubbly moves and stuff. So it's with like all the like whoop 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 sounds. It's great. Pictomancer's really fun. I like the juxtaposition. My paladin. Valkyrie themed. Love full coverage outfits, exactly. Typically, paladin has a shield, but there is a glamour that you can get that makes your shield invisible. I want to get some like big feathery wings eventually, which you won't see in combat. It's just like a social thing, but I think it would help this look. I'll probably change this look up some later as I level up paladin. Like Dark Knight, big edgy Dark Knight gal. We love Dark Knight. I have a hard time choosing between Gunbreaker and Dark Knight between what's my favorite tank. I think thematically Dark Knight's my favorite, but I think Gunbreaker's more fun to play, is my opinion on it. Because, like, it's big sword. It's what I've been doing this whole time with, like, all my Dark Souls. You have the freaking Soul Calibur. Really, yeah. Let's see, Gunbreaker I already showed off. Got my big tech sword. My warrior. Warrior's whole thing is literally too angry to die. So I just got this tough gal look. My axe moves, as you can see, it starts like this, but then it like pops out the axe blades. I thought that was a Soul Calibur for real. There's probably swords that look just like the Soul Calibur in this game. I know that it changes. Does your ghost assist you? No, this is just a little minion, a little pet. This one is Mama from Nier Reincarnation, but there's a whole bunch of different ones. Like I got a little Axolotl, I got a little Aurelia Jelly, Leviathan. I got a lot of aquatic themed ones, as you can see. Surprise, surprise. I got Tubi. I got the pods. Oh, for morale, exactly. I got a shoe bill. It's a tiny shoe bill, but it's a shoe bill. Yeah, I got Vivi. I love Vivi. But I got a whole bunch of other ones. Yeah. I this little alien. Shoe bills are so funny, I love them. There's this whole gag with shoe bills in Shadowbringers where there's this like tiny shoe bill that stares angrily at you, just glaring all the time. So of course I had to get a little shoe bill pet. My machinist here, cowgirl, got this massive revolver. They move like praying mantises. You know, I never thought of it that way, but I see it. I love when they do their little, like, head shake. My dancer. I have the 2B leggings, because of course I do. The chaps. My bard, like I said, I'm still kind of working on this one. I like this ridiculous looking bow that you get. And then finally, Blue Mage. It's basically the same as my Pictomancer, but the hat is different because gear discrepancies. Don't worry about it. Haven't really leveled Blue Mage. But yeah, those are all my jobs. And as you can see, we are 28 minutes into the queue, and nobody else has joined. So what do I do? Little 2000s quirky hat, exactly. I like a little hat. Let me change the music. I love Flow. I gotta change it. What's my favorite one? Ink Long Dry. Here we go. I love this song. It's very avant-garde. Had a Halloween costume with one of those in like 2011. Hell yeah. Let's see. I can change out my glamour dresser. Fun. So yeah, as you can see, there's all of the glamour plates here, right? Every single one of my job outfits here. But there's only 20 when there are 22 jobs, and that's not including, by the way, the crafting jobs, which get their own equipment. You need to add more, or completely redo the outfits and how the outfits work in FF14. They really need to. Anyway, got a lot of stuff in here. My glamour dresser is almost completely full. Many hats. Well, you never know when I might need them. And though most of these I just don't use. Like this one, these two are the same. Store item, because I'm not gonna use that. This was another one that I had, I was using on my Dark Knight for a little bit, because that's also cool. Color-wise, it just didn't match very well with the rest of my outfit. But I do like the whole veiled look. Let me just delete all it is. This one. think it might be... Hold on. I thought it was raining IRL. But I guess not. If the queue doesn't pop anytime soon, what shall I do? I could maybe just go through my normal roulettes. I could go to the Occult Crescent. That's what I was working on a little bit. I have rain noises playing, so I just got scared. There's also the Gold Saucer, where you can go to gamble, but it's money that is exclusive to the Gold Saucer. Wherever the hell it is. Common? Yeah, I have 465,000 Gold Saucer, Manderville Gold Saucer points. Oh, we got someone in the queue! Yay, gambling, yay. This is the closest. Yeah, I don't know. So basically, all I look out for with these scratch tickets is a 1, 2, 3 line for a sum of 6 to get 10,000, or a 7, 8, 9 line to get however much that's worth. So, and you just, whatever, who cares? That one's a bust. It doesn't really matter. You don't really lose anything when you do these. So, hey, 7, 8, 9, there you go. You get 3,600, and it's like the second highest one there. So I won some money, and you can do 3 of those a day. There's also the major cact pot, where you enter your numbers for a chance to win. I've never won one. People usually don't win, but sometimes it happens. And you can get millions of Gold Saucer points, which you only really use for these, like, some of the rewards here. Let's see, what do they even have? Yeah, they got a lot of, like, pets. That's where I got, the Mama Automaton, and, oh yeah, you can get the pod from Nier Automata as a mount, as well as a pet. It's one of my favorite mounts. It's like Dave & Buster's, yeah. They got different emotes that you can get, hairstyles, things like that. The angel wings are worth 500,000, so pretty expensive. Oh, someone else is in the queue. And then there's also, like, mini games that you can play, and there's the whole Triple Triad, which is a card game that I have not touched at all. I don't know if it works the same as Triple Triad from Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, here's the Angel Wings, as you can see. What an interesting outfit this person has. Let's see what else. I can... My main worry about heading over to Occult Crescent is, if I'm in a fight when the queue pops. I did that twice in a row. So maybe we'll take it easy. I should play online games again. What's great about FF14 is that you can play basically all of it solo. Not everything. Oh, we're back to the big cartoon factory. We got products to make. So as you'll see here with duty support, they have, I think they have all of, they have almost, wait, no, these are side quest ones. Yeah, they have all of the main scenario quests, quest dungeons for every expansion available to do with AI party members. And they're adding a lot of the side quest ones as well, which is great because it's, as you can see here, the leveling, early levels and stuff. I'm wearing a green banker's visor. This should be in the casino, you'd think. However, the casino is the Gold Saucer, which is a Final Fantasy VII reference, and that it's the same music that's in Final Fantasy VII. Which, in FF7, it's kind of like a big amusement park, so, you know. But I definitely see what you mean here. But yes, it's good that they added Zamail and Aurum Vale, or they will be adding them, because these levels are particularly painful if you are scared to do with, like, other party members. The next level you get, the next, like, leveling dungeon is at level 53, which is, that's a rough one. Starting to get more party members, but there's still, like, a good bit left. Let's go down here to the Occult Crescent. So, Occult Crescent is basically a new form of Bozja, which is the thing that I'm trying to unlock. You just don't have to do the raid series to be able to unlock it, but also this is only done at the level 100 current level cap, so there's no, like, leveling bonus that you get. That's why Bozja is so good, because you get a lot of XP for doing it. Get me out there. Right. This technically counts as registering for another duty. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. This is Fallout. Where are we? What's happening? Yeah, no, I got a lot of mods for Fallout New Vegas. Like, a lot of mods. It's just a complete overhaul of the game. Do you like it? Is it cool? I think it's pretty cool. Fallout looks better than ever. Okay, so as you can see, it's very familiar. I may know these mods. As you can see, I have been in this queue for 38 minutes. It's really been that long. Normally, I should add queues for DPS if you're queuing for, like, a dungeon or something. I am solo DPS, yes, which I understand why, and also the fact that this is older content. But still. Okay. What can I do in the meantime? Q keeps going back down. There was a tank, there was a healer, there were more DPS, but now there are fewer, and I am left alone in this queue. Well, no, there's one more person, sorry. Simply re-queue as a healer. This is an alliance raid that I have never done before, and I am very nervous to do. So I'm doing it as a DPS. Also the fact that I'm doing it as my monk because it's in the level 70 range, so XP will be better. Oh, I know what I can do. I can look for Demi Atma. So I've got, like, let me do it as my gunbreaker. So probably this area. Oh yeah, new emote, check it out. It's live slug reaction. So, fates. To get the relic weapons for Dawn Trail, you have to do these fates, I believe. Oh, hey. Oh yeah, I like this mount too, where it just picks you up by your scruff. Okay. So, from my understanding, this should, emphasis on should, get me some Demi-Atma. I just canceled my FF14 sub yesterday. I tried to cancel earlier but couldn't remember my old password, so I emailed them to get access and just got it done yesterday. Well, I hope you enjoyed the time that you had, and you can always come back if you ever feel up to it. But I know that you hadn't played in, like, a good while, so I certainly don't blame you. Some big AoEs going. I did enjoy it, but I had been playing for months without play. I'd been paying for months without playing. Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing about having to pay a subscription for this game. Now, for anyone thinking of playing, there is of course a free trial that goes all the way up to the Stormblood expansion for free, which the base game is called A Realm Reborn, then there's Heavensward, and then there's Stormblood. It's hundreds of hours of content. I don't have the full, like, the meme quote available in my brain, so no memes today. The critically acclaimed MMORPG. Tried multiple times to cancel, but they wouldn't ever respond to my emails. That is unfortunate. I'm so glad that this game has the whole, like, highlight the buttons that you need to press, because it would be really hard for me to keep track of it if it did not. I think I made it to between the quest for Heavensward and Stormblood. Yeah, I know that you beat Heavensward. I know that you did. So it makes sense that you would have been in the patch quests. Kill some more of these freaking dinosaurs. It is very nice that they tell you the combos exactly. So I don't know if I got a Demi-Atma from that last fate that I did. And I don't know how I would tell, because I was looking for it last night when I was doing this shit. And, I really could not find out where the fuck it was in my inventory or in any of my menus. Not the ceratopsids. It's fine, they respawn. What's great about tanking in Fates is that you can just pick up every single one of them, and even if it's a little bit slow, just burn them down. Instead of doing like one at a time. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they're fine. Imagine someone ran up to you and killed you for no reason and just said, "Don't worry, you respawn." Yeah, I mean, if it would comfort me in my time. If that was my time to go, that would be fine. I'll be back. I'll get better. Now, I am curious. With you being someone, it doesn't get rid of the pain of getting murdered, though. It's fine, though. You know, semi-spoilers, it's kind of the theme of the latter half of Dawn Trail and the patch quests. Vaguely the same theme. Anyway, what I was saying, I am curious. As someone who, as far as I know, is not familiar with FF14, how overwhelming does the combat look? And also, I want to look up the Demi-Atmas, because this might not even be the right place to get it. Demi-Atma locations. Yeah, you can get some in Shaloni. I would do some crazy shit if I could just respawn in a fantasy world. So where is... Sorrow Herder, maybe? Run on other player effects and see how overwhelming we can make it. Not any more complicated than any other MMORPG, so very. I think FF14, in a lot of ways, visually, is very overwhelming with all of the effects. It can just look like a whole lot's going on, even if it's not that much. And I have, like, I wouldn't say it's a basic UI, but I know I've seen people with shit all over the screen. And I also wonder, with the Demi-Atma stuff, is it just like a chance to drop? Keep in mind, I am looking on my phone while I'm playing this. At a certain point, muscle memory just takes over. Okay, so it seems like the Demi-Atma drop rate... I'm loving this soft butt rock. Yeah, there's a good bit of that in FF14. I think this is one of the older songs, so you can definitely hear how it's kind of like MIDI samples. Not MIDI, but you know what I mean. It seems like the drop rates for Demi-Atmas from Fates, which is what I'm doing now, is like kind of low, like 10 to 15%. Okay, now I will say, if this queue gets to over an hour, which, you know, we got 9 minutes to figure out if that's gonna happen, then I am going to leave the queue, because at that point, something, like, has broken. Like, it should not take that long. I'm surprised it's taken as long as it has, because usually that just means something bugged out. In which case, I'll probably just do, like, dungeon roulettes, so I can at least... I'd have requeued at 30. Yeah, I probably should have. But if that's the case, then I'll just do, like, my normal dungeon roulette so I can at least get something out of today. Not to say that I'm not doing anything now. But yeah. A new person joined the queue. Wow, we're back up to 2 people. There we go. Don't think I got the Demi-Atma there either. Oh yeah, here's the pod from Nier Automata mount. It's one of my favorites because you're just holding on to it. Let's try this Fate. Got which one you used. Zipline. Oops. Also, don't look, I'm fighting alligators. I forgot you like alligators a lot, don't you? I like everything, you know, fair enough. That checks out. They attacked first at self-defense. I mean, I walked up to their territory. Chunky dinosaur. And they attacked. Yeah? It's a reasonable thing to do when an unknown creature wielding a bizarre weapon comes up to you. It's okay, they love to fight. These guys have so many AoEs, goodness. They love to stack AoEs. Almost done with this fate. Hopefully, we'll get one of the Demi-Atmas. Hopefully. So I never really did any grinding for the relic weapons, except for the Endwalker ones, but those ones were incredibly easy to get because you just had to do the Manderville quest lines, which are all like comedy side quest things. They're very silly. And then turn in some tomestones, which you get from doing other things. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's what it looks like when you get a Demi-Atma. Got it. Okay. Well, now I need one of, like, every other kind. Love the Mandervilles. It's great. For example, you get this dance from doing quests. That flying saucer mount that you saw earlier, you get it from doing the Manderville stuff. And then, as a reward, you can get the fucking relic weapons. Let's go. So, like, this is one of the Manderville relic weapons. Same with my big scythe that I have. Okay, it's getting to be about that time where I cancel this fucking queue. I know that there's somebody else in it, but like, holy shit. Alright, so let me go back to the Demi-Atma thing. The locations. Let's see. So for my level, I can... Let's see. Got the one in Shaloni, which is where I am now. Is it Shaloni or Shalawani? I have no idea. One in Kozamauka, which is down here. So let's just go to this one. Oh, my free company buffs just ran out. I don't have authority to put them back up. Okay, so these are level 90. I can actually do one of my other characters for this. Let's do like I don't know. Is there anyone in particular you want to see out of my level 90 ones? Take a sip of water. Preferably a DPS red one. Big strength. If not, that's okay. I am leaning towards probably, honestly, I don't know. Could do dark. Oh shit! No, let's do Dark Knight. Dark Knight. Go over to this one. Hungry Hammerhead. Alright. It's been a little bit since I played Dark Knight, but I think I remember. Get all these fools. And you do all your big moves. It doesn't seem to want to activate my Blackest Night, so... Go. Love how you can't see me between all of these monsters. Hungry, hungry hammerheads. They are very hungry. You know, what sucks is now that I'm over an hour in the queue, we have 3 DPS, 2 others besides me, and a healer. Because of course we do. Let's get all of these guys. You know, with Dark Knight, sometimes it's best to actually get hit by AoEs so that you can pop your Blackest Night ability and get a free Flood of Shadow. That way you don't take damage and you get to do extra damage. Oh, we got another player here. 2 players, I think. The millisecond before you requeue, everyone else will join. Oh yeah, that's how it works. Okay, didn't get a Demiama, but that's fine. Okay, so... now I am at an impasse, because we have some people. Give it a few more minutes. What a lovely first hour of the stream. Go to this one, I guess. But yeah, as you'll notice, I saw that in chat just as you did that. So thankfully it didn't scare me that much. Because I can see when you redeem it. I don't even remember what I was saying. That's the real issue, is that I forgot what I was saying. I have to save up again. Shit, now it looks like we're actually getting people. They were playing coy, of course. They knew that I was streaming, so they were like, how can we make this take the longest? Technically underleveled for this one, but it's fine. Get all of these guys. That's the fun of tank, is you get everybody with you. I get stunned? Oops. You'll also see I do both mouse and keyboard and I click abilities. I know some people will get on, like they'll get on your case if you use mouse at all. But it's like, it's hard for me to reach my hand. I've got long fingers, right? But it's hard for me to reach my hand all the way over there to the 0 key on my keyboard from a comfortable position. I can pretty comfortably reach like 7, right? But that's about it. So I have the MMO mouse with all 12 buttons on the thumb. I feel like I would just get... I could probably get used to an MMO mouse, but also might get a bit overwhelmed. Okay, people are leaving the queue. It's time to withdraw. That's ridiculous. Over an hour for that shit. Okay, here's what we do. We queue up for other dungeons. We do our roulettes, okay? I will be Reaper. Hold on. Actually, how many... I've gotten all of the mathematics tomestones I can get, so this might be, like, slight waste. But I can at least... Let's do this. This, it says it'll take less than 5 minutes. We'll see if that's the case. Another thing that'll affect, which you could harvest wheat with the scythe. I know that there is the botanist crafting job, which you can probably use a scythe with that. There's also, I can show this off, actually. There is Island Sanctuary, where I don't get to use my scythe, my big old techno scythe, but there is a little scythe that you can use to gather things. Might play if I can do a farmer run. You can be like a full crafter. You can't do like story if you're only crafter. But after, I think you can unlock the Island Sanctuary after Endwalker. Which this has its own, like, gathering and crafting thing. I'm at max Sanctuary rank, which is how I got my, like, some of the glamour that I have. Definitely took a minute to get used to, but now I can use it as a number pad, no problem. Profiles for it was 0 through 9, backspace and enter, so I can use it outside of games. It does sound really good. Oh, I'll consider it. But also, I like my hybrid, like, certain amount of keys with my left hand and then click with my right hand. Yeah, there's this whole like Island Sanctuary. You get to upgrade your stuff. You get like all these animals that you can capture and take care of. I named all of them. Can you sense a pattern with them? Their names? And then you can assign caretakers to automate it for you. Change everything you like and are used to on a whim. Oh, okay. Like a little garden. And you can like export all of this stuff and make different calories, which you can get. It's its own like system here. Unrelated to normal XP. Because the island itself is over this way. See, it's a really... I've been saying as you can see too much. I need to stop. It's this whole, like, big-ass area. Now, I will say, the dungeon that I'm queuing up for is probably going to contain big spoilers for, like, most recent... I can see, though. Good. It's going to contain spoilers for, like, most recent patches and stuff, so Anyone who's watching, beware. But yeah, you get all your, like, gathering nodes. I use a scythe for this one. That one's a shovel. But you get your different things that you automatically use. Like there's the scythe there. As you are capable of viewing, there, a new phrase. Yeah, but that one sounds pretentious. And while I might, you know, I listen to some pretentious music, but I try not to be myself. There's also like underwater sections where you can go spear fishing. It's good to do when you're like, I don't know, queuing up for a dungeon. I could have been doing this. Well, I could have been, but I'm maxed Sanctuary rank, so it wouldn't have done much. Fear spishing. I am afraid. And, oh, there we go. A dungeon, finally. Gaming content. If the other people queue up, there we go. Oh, you get some ASMR with this one. Content time. Oh, and we got Girl Squad.
They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
Shale whispers in your ear throughout this whole dungeon. The lesbians love Shale. There's actually a post on the subreddit yesterday about how many lesbians like Shale as a character. Okay. So now you get to see me do a bunch of bullshit with Reaper. And we got a Summoner, and we got an Astrologian, and we got a Gunbreaker. It's all my favorite jobs. Goofy. So with Reaper, I've got, you know, every job has its own, like, job gauges. And with Reaper, I've got my red bar and I've got my blue bar. I do my basic moves to get my red bar up, and I can get these abilities.
Nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
And when I use these abilities, it gets my blue bar up, and when my blue bar gets up, I can do my big damage. I used Dragoon and Reaper, but I forgot who else I really liked. I know there was another. Samurai? Did you like Samurai? I think you did. Let's stand in the AoE. That's the one. And Red Mage. Yeah, you liked Red Mage a lot. And I can't blame you, Red Mage is very fun. So, when I do my big damage move, I get this Reaper form that changes my outfit. And you know me, I love multiple forms. And Reaper gets fucking JoJo stand when you use certain abilities. I have my little, like, spirit that I bring out, and it's really cool. I know it's a lot to look at a time, but hopefully you saw. This is a Dawn Trail dungeon, so it has a lot of Final Fantasy IX references, which I love. Final Fantasy IX is my favorite single-player Final Fantasy, and I'm so happy. Like, yes, maybe I'm easily pleased, but like, I don't know. I like Final Fantasy IX, what can I say? Okay, so this boss will, like, hide So I think over this way should be good. And then it'll come out. Oh yeah, and if you see me moving around a whole lot, it's because... Hold on. Okay, no, we're good, we're good. It's because there are positional moves as well. The melee jobs, or at least some of them, I think, no, all of them, have moves that do more damage if you are behind or next to the boss. Going there. Moving to the next one? Yes. Oh! What? I swear it moved. Whatever. Fuck. You didn't see that. I'm getting distracted. Hold on. I promise this boss isn't that hard. I'm just misreading the moves. I don't even remember what I was talking about. That threw me off so bad. Yeah, positionals, right. Yeah, certain moves do more damage on the side, and certain do more damage behind. That's it. Good commentary. No. I'm distracted by trying to figure out this bug. The Gargant. There we go. We didn't die. It's all good.
Now proceed to the access hatch and head inside.
I don't think I need this one, even though it looks cool. And then upgrade that just in case. Gotta go back into work, have fun, finaling the fantasy 14 times. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good luck with the work. That wasn't me, that was someone else. Possessed by RFK? No!
Construction was apparently a constant battle against the rising water level.
Is that any better than Airspin? And 40.
It meant a lot
No.
to them.
Read that just in
Upsetting to
case.
think that preservation's terminal is in this place.
Hold on. Someone's dropped communication. Step alert.
Okay, and now we do big AoEs. And then we do another one. Reaper's so fun. I just love how the job flows.
Come.
Okay,
Let
this
us measure
boss
your
fucks me up sometimes, so I might be a little bit more quiet so I can focus. Hell, all of the bosses in this dungeon fuck me up. So it's that side, so I need to pay attention to which one is first. So it's gonna be here. This is a safe spot. Slices you. Protect your bisector. Right side is safe. So it's gonna be... Okay, we're good. The move only really gets confusing when it's not in a big, like, hexagon, octagon, whatever like that. So, this side right here. Then... Why are you... Okay. We're good. You're supposed to not overlap those, and then they, like, ran over towards me. Scared me. So it's... left side... Then... right here. There we go. I have to use my mouse to, like, guide where that line is between all of the enemies. But hey, whatever works, right? So it's this one. Okay, we're good. Oh shit, I forgot to have my Shadow of Death. Classic me, forgetting my Shadow of Death. I'm in a much better mood than I was yesterday. Yesterday was a rough one for me. I have these tarot cards. I don't strictly believe in, like, divining fate from tarot cards. God, what's going on with this one? So, like, right here, I think? Okay. I don't necessarily believe in, like, divining fate from tarot cards. It's just that they serve as good reminders. I just like the art, that too. They serve as good reminders, things to keep in mind. And yesterday, I got...
That was hardly a challenge, I see.
See, I don't need that
You will
one.
show me more.
I got the 10 of Swords in the morning and doing a little activity. Yeah. I do like a morning draw and a night draw. So in the morning, I had the 10 of Swords, and that's to be like something to keep in mind for the rest of the day. The 10 of Swords often, at least according to the deck that I have, symbolizes like melodrama, and well, it can either mean hitting rock bottom or can mean melodrama, like you'll face it or you will be melodramatic, something along those lines. And yesterday was definitely more melodrama. Emotions were fucking rough yesterday, let me tell you. But then at night I got the Devil, which, you know, often has to do with greed or or negativity. And it's like, yeah, no, I was definitely being like very negative yesterday. More so than I really should have been. Why the hell do I have aggro? Thanks over here. We're good. It's so funny. Not that you're feeling that. I think I got hit by that AoE maybe because I wasn't paying attention. No, I get what you mean. It's funny that the cards were like calling me out. Unless that wasn't what you mean. It's as bad as it's going to be, or you're being melodramatic. It's just a very funny dichotomy. True, that's what you meant, yeah. Of the major arcana, Death is definitely my favorite one. I don't know, it's just... It's a nice card. Like, you know, sometimes it's not always good, but it's always good to keep it in mind. Change. Change is something that it's difficult for a lot of people to accept, including me, as much as I try to embody change. And, like, it's like water is the element of change, all this shit, right?
This machine has
so I try my best to embody that, but it's hard sometimes. The Fool is good.
How will you handle this?
I need to be like back here. I'm also fond of Temperance. I feel like I've talked about this on stream before, but Temperance is a good one. Balance and healing, very important. Our summoner died. Whoops. It happens. This boss is very tricky.
Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
So, okay. Avoid that. Then, okay, we're good. Get over here.
Still alive. How unfortunate.
That person is whispering in your ear. Yeah, Calyx is, he talks to you a lot, unfortunately.
For you to die here,
Little sickly, edgy boy. Alright, one of these is teleporting somewhere. Turrets activate, okay. Oh, I stepped right into that. That's fine. It's okay to make mistakes.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eterna.
Shit. I think I just got my healer killed. I think that was my B. Fuck. It's the monolith. This boss is fucking hard for me to keep track of, I'm gonna be honest. It's a good thing that we have a summoner, though, because summoners are one of the only non-healer jobs that can revive people. Because I really did just get our healer killed right there. Okay, I thought the healer was about to die again. Then whatever its next move is, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this because it has a second before it gets to. And then, there we go. Give it to the healer. Yeah, give it to the healer. I really like how the Gunbreaker looks, though. That's a really cool look you got going. Alright, see ya. Do I need that? I got it anyway. I got 2 player combinations. I am surprised. Breaks your gun. Yeah, that's the lore. In FF14 lore, guns get their name from gun blades. Because gun blades were named after a specific person in the lore, whose last name, or first name, probably last name. Oh, okay, why? I believe her last name was Gunn, like Gunne. And gun blades were used for a specific reason that I don't remember, and then John Gunn. And then I think that guns were made after gun blades. Like, they were like, you know what, let's get rid of the blade, and then we'll just call it gun, I think is how it is. I don't know, it's something like that. I can actually look this up while we're waiting for a new queue. Okay. I want to try queuing up for Ridorana again. Okay, it says average wait time is 17 minutes. Shoots you with my blade. So I'm gonna look up why they're called gun blades. And look, we already have 4 people in the queue. 3 other people. Let's see. So it says, meanwhile, the Allagans were developing firearms capable of launching projectiles over great distances. As they were similar in appearance to our gun blades, we referred to these weapons as guns, a term which is now commonplace. Right, okay, it wasn't Gun, it was Gunhildr. Right, the blades of Gunhildr. Crazy. So do the gun blades shoot you? Yes. So you have the handle, and then you have a little trigger here, and then the bullet comes out somewhere. I don't know if it shoots like bullets or if it just like enhances your swings or something. I don't really know how it works. It's just rule of cool. You pull the trigger and you do more damage. You do have your like little cartridge meter over here, which is what lets you use like some of the other abilities. Is it an energy blast? Maybe. It could be. Let's go to one of the training dummies and let's see. It's like, I think it might, you pull the trigger and it increases the velocity, like it uses the recoil to make you do more damage with the swing or some shit. So like, if I do my combo here, like normal slashes, you know, the auto attacks doesn't really, you know, have that. But like my big combo, there's definitely explosions happening. So it's like, you slice and then it explodes with some of these. There's energy somewhere. It's like that axe they made that also shoots the wood apart. I don't know what that is. A sort of like wood chopping axe, right? Like a woodsman's axe, I assume, because it, you know, shoots the wood apart. Is it like after you cut and then it like blasts them to the side or something? Yeah, they made a wood axe that shoots the wood when you strike it, like down the middle. Huh. Interesting. I will have to look that up. Because that's... I have not heard of that. Well, we're over with the training dummies. I guess I can show you my Astrologian. So Astrologian, as a healer, you know, you don't have much in the way of like combat abilities, but of course everyone is expected to do damage. It shoots it right in twain, like a millisecond after the axe hits. Interesting. It's like you got your basic thing, and then you got your damage over time, and then you got your big area thing. Your dinosaur wants some so bad. But then with Astrologian, you get your cards that you draw. And they've changed Astrologian so much over the years, but how it currently works is you get your, like, I think it's your astral draw and then your umbral draw. And with the astral one, you get cards based around the different constellations. There's the balance, the arrow, and the spire. They all do different things, but basically balance is used, you use that on melee characters or the tank, and they'll do more damage. Use the arrow to, someone gets more healing. Use the spire and someone gets a shield. Basically, these other two are just used as extra, like, mitigation or healing. Then you get the Lord of Crowns with the Astral one, and then the Lady of Crowns with the Umbral one. And the Lord of Crowns is a big, like, AoE damage thing. Then you get all your heals and your buffs and stuff. Earthly Star is really cool. You place it down, and then it charges for, like, 10 seconds. And it'll go off automatically, or you can set it off early. But then you detonate it, and it does healing for allies and damage against enemies. It's just a really cool job. It just, all the abilities look really nice. Big fan of Astro. And with your Umbral draw, the other constellations are the Spear, which is for ranged characters, the Bowl, and the Ewer, which are both, again, like, healing stuff. If you can believe it, the Ewer is my favorite constellation. It's the water one. And then Lady of Crowns is a big heal. I love any heavy magic characters. Oh, me too. That being said, all of the healers currently are all very magical. Sage probably least so, and any star-based aesthetics. Oh yeah, Astrologian is all about that. You got your tarot cards, and you got astrology. Except, hold on, this might be controversial. Except you get actual powers with this astrology. Here we go. But yeah, like I was saying, Sage is probably the least magical. It's still magic. I like that it's an orb, but yeah, it's really cool. It's still magic technically, but it's like laser beams. This is like it's a shield healer. What is that one? Eucrasian Dyscrasia. Damage over time to all nearby enemies. Okay. I don't remember that ability. It might be a new ability that they've changed. But you got your damage over time. You got your single target. You got your AoEs. Then you got more AoEs. And then you got even more AoEs. A freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Attack. The animations for the player are so over the top. It's great. You're doing all sorts of flips and shit. I'm gonna use all of my buffs. Every one of them. She's dramatic. The purple is so Yu-Gi-Oh! The sound design for Sage is great, though. It's so, like... It's so squibbly. So squibbly, technologically sounding. Dino loves it. I heal the Dino. I give the Dino a big shield. White Mage, it's like, it's the basic healer, but I do like, it's very Final Fantasy, oh yeah, for sure, / Kingdom Hearts, for sure. Insufficient armory space, ugh. Delete some armor that I don't need. Oh, that's like... That. Change now? No, I can't. Why not? Probably because this is full, right? So here's another problem I have with FF14 is the inventory management is a pain in the ass. Get rid of that. This is the slaying. That. What was I saying? Yeah, White Mage. Fucking god, what is your major malfunction? No, get rid of that. Now? Slaying. How about now? There we go. Fuck's sake. Plug every inventory I've ever had, so I need optimization. Yeah. White Mage is pretty basic, but you know, you get your holy magics. It started off as more like elemental healing, but now it's more like holy stuff. Holy 3, you know, you'll be casting this all the time. It's very bright. But you also get your lilies over here. And when you use your lilies, I believe they get turned into blood lilies. What, yeah, Afflatus Rapture, it nourishes the blood lily. Christian magic? When you nourish the blood lily, you can, when you do that 3 times, you can do Afflatus Misery, which does a lot of damage. Big damage. So as long as you're in combat, it will build up. And then just use that again. Then I can use Afflatus Misery, and then does big damage. So every role has a sort of like edgy job. So for tanks, it's Dark Knight. Whenever there's any religion in fantasy, it's so funny to think of it as Christian but cool and real. Very true. But each of the roles has an edgy one. So there's Dark Knight, you got Reaper, and you've got Black Mage. Because they're always clearly in churches. Yeah. There's a lot of Christian imagery in things. Not so much other religions. Of course it exists, but, you know, a lot of Christian imagery in things. But there is no edgy physical range DPS, and there is no edgy healer. With the new expansion, I believe they are slated to release physical ranged, and they're slated to release a tank based on, like, release order. Now, I don't know how you'd have, like, an edgy physical range DPS unless you had, like, a fucking, I don't know, Shadow Sniper or some shit like that, right? So White Mage is kind of, because of the Blood Lily stuff, it's the closest to an edgy healer that we have. Maybe Sage if you look at the, like, over-the-top, like, animations as, like, very anime, you know? Is there any job in particular that you want me to show you, like, how it works? Because I'm happy to do so while we wait. Oh, we got 7 people in queue. Farming. I don't have any of the crafting jobs. I would do crafting. Trust me. I do want to get into it. However, inventory management, because you have to manage all of these jobs' gear too. Farmersonly.com. City folks just don't get it. Gotta sort all my inventory. Alchemist. I don't have the crafting job. Make something? You want me to start a crafting job now? But my inventory, it's a mess. Get this shit out of here. Got all of this shit. If I do a crafting job, I don't even know where to begin. Oh, inventory is actually more important. I mean, culinarian would be fun. Just because, you know, I like cooking IRL. I love how my goal of this stream was to unlock Bozja. And I have not made one step towards doing that because of this fucking ridiculous cube. Now, keep in mind, culinarian is so pretentious. Look, they couldn't call it chef because chef is the most powerful class in any video game. And they didn't want it to be too overpowered. There's an option to play as a chef. You take it, because it is the most powerful. Yes, chef. Let me take a look at Viper, because I have not touched it in a while, despite it being one of the newer jobs. So Viper confused the fuck out of me when I first played it, because this gauge made no goddamn sense to me, and I might still be confused. So I've got my AoE one up here. Okay. You get several combos as Viper. Then it's that, and then that, that. I don't know, just do what the buttons tell you. And I know that there are positionals as well, but like, I think that's a big A one. I did not mean to, hold on. Then you do this, and it's a whole thing. There's so much bullshit going on here. So the green ones are flank, and then the red ones are rear, I think? This one, okay, these ones don't have positionals. I think they used to have positionals, but people complained that it was too complicated. And then there's the AoEs, which are simpler. Finally chopping that thing. Yes, chef. So yeah, Viper, as the name suggests, is like kind of snake themed. The lore of the class is that they're like monster hunters. And there's like the AoE versions of these awakening moves or whatever. Like, it's cool. It's just hard for me to tell what's going on. Like, I kind of get it. I just don't know all the fine details. Not that I know the fine details of all the other jobs or anything. I can show you Summoner. That's a cool one. So you get your carbuncle pet. Don't ask why it's called carbuncle. These creatures have always been called carbuncle in Final Fantasy. Probably because of the red thing on the head. I don't fucking know. It's a strange name. Thing. So... Ew, yeah. Summoner is quite simple. But that's okay. Let me summon my beast. I have my creature. My big creature. And it'll do like auto attacks and stuff. And then I can summon Ifrit and do my combo. Big Ifrit. A ghost. So you get your big summons. And then you get your not as big summons. Your red, yellow, and green ones. Which are always Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Fire, earth, and wind themed. And then you go through all of your little summons. And then you can summon your next big summon. Is how I would describe it. And here's Garuda. Wind bird lady. People complained about Summoner being made too simple, and it's like, it's okay if there are simple jobs in the game. Relax. And then you get your normal Bahamut. I love when you can summon, like, a person. Look at how thick this dragon is. And then you go through your red, yellow, and green again. And then you go back to Lunar Bahamut? That's weird. The back arch is crazy. Okay, so even as, you know, a summoner defender, right? As a lover of summoner, even I have complaints about the Dawn Trail changes, because you have 3 big summons. You have Bahamut, you have Phoenix, and you have Lunar Bahamut. Why do we get another Bahamut? Why is it 2 Bahamuts? That's weird. And also, why does it go Lunar Bahamut, Bahamut, Lunar Bahamut, Phoenix? Why does it not go like Lunar Bahamut? Or why doesn't it not go like Bahamut, Phoenix, Lunar Bahamut in like release order? Bahamut, yeah. So now I got Lunar again, right? Why not a third? I don't know. And also, what they really need to do is make it so that we get changes to the 3 gemstone ones that we summon. We need to have, like, Leviathan and Rama and Shiva, right? Those are the other big 3 Final Fantasy summons. So when we go in between, like, the big summon phases, the gemstones should change. You know, I was really holding out hope that we would get the queue going. I was really hoping that we would. But we have been stuck at 6/7 party members for 26 minutes currently. And then you get Phoenix, which also does healing. Pretty neat. Why are they like that? I was going to say earlier, bird, that it's probably time of day, but it's Saturday. So people are probably online, right? I guess nobody wants to do the fucking, this raid. We're gonna get to 30 minutes and then call it. And do something else. Cause, like, it's a little ridiculous. Let's see. Oh, now we're down to 5 party members. Oh. I need to join a more active guild, free companies they're called in this game, so that we can actually run this dungeon. Because I don't know how well it's going to go if I'm just queuing up for it. Definitely going to do it off stream. Because, like, this has just been me, like, standing around all stream, basically. Which is it's what I was afraid of. That I would just be not doing anything of note during this stream. Like, I can queue up for other dungeons. Try that. I could try being a healer and get into a dungeon quick. You're just teasing. You know? It's Gore the God Butcher. Playing as a red mage. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let me go look for some more demi-atmas. Why don't I? Go back here. The Dark Knight, I guess. Got that one. I got that one. Let's go over here. Why not? I'm helping. I can't carry more bicolored gemstones? I don't even know what you use those for, I'm gonna be honest. Helping. This one. Alright, we're past the 30-minute mark. 30-minute mark. I gotta withdraw. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe that nobody wants to do Ritter on a Lighthouse. If I join a queue right now, though, maybe I'll get in instantly. No? Okay. That's not gonna work. Alright, cool. So, what do we do now? What other dungeons do I have? Can't believe you've done this. Who do I want to level? I mean, I've been working on Monk. but I kind of want to keep that at 70 so that I have a 70-something job to do when I eventually do Ritterana. Maybe like, I don't know, level 90 character. I'm scared to queue up as healer. I'm scared. Let's do it. High level dungeons? Or leveling dungeons? Let's do a leveling dungeon. Instant. If you play as a healer, you get instant queues. That's just how it works. But I don't want to do a raid as a healer. Brave Lock's long stop. Easy peasy. And we got some new players. New players doing Brave Locks, including the tank. Let's see how this goes. This is a very early game dungeon. And the way that early game dungeons work is that it'll scale you down to the appropriate level, as if you were doing this like on level. So I don't have access to all of my like really cool stuff. Oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah, it makes it so you're not like super overpowered going through the dungeons. So basically, as healer, I don't even have my AoE at this level. That's cool. That's great. I just got a single target. Okay. Where are we going? Does the tank not know where to go? That on you, and then put that on you. So at this point, because I don't have AoE moves, I just do my single targets and then put a damage over time on them, and then that should be fine. The Mel Grunt is so corny, I like it a lot. Yeah. So the noise that's coming from, the person that's coming from, I believe, is the Viera here, the bunny boy. And the Viera guys have pretty ridiculous noises. It's really funny to me. Now my character goes ho a lot. You won't hear it so much as a magic character. It mostly happens with melee. It's very funny though. I like the bunnies. Yeah, so of the playable races, there's the Hyur, which are humans. You need healing. There's the Hyur, which are humans. There's the Elezen, which are elves. Why does this person have aggro? You have your tank stance on. Yeah, you do. The Elezen are elves, which is what I'm playing as. There is the Aura, which are like lizard people, but not in the way that you might think. They have like dragon features, as in they have some scales and they have horns. But it's not like, you're not actual dragon people, you know? You're very anime. Do they have a snout? No, it's human faces. There is the Rugadin, which, they're, like, big. That's their thing. Lame, right? And also, I hate the height discrepancy between the male and the female Rugadin, or not Rugadin, Aura, that's it. Because male Aura are super fucking tall, and then female Aura are incredibly short. And I want to be tall, which is why I'm playing as an Elizin. At least partially why. There's the Viera, which are bunny people. Hold on, I'm focusing on healing. Whack, yeah. Rugadin are big, like I said. And they have, like, very square noses. Rugadin women are cool, too. I do like them. There's the Hrothgar. Sorry, I should... let me back up a bit. This way, tank. This way. There's the Mikote, which are cat people. But much like the Aura, they are humans with cat-like features. Like, they have ears and tails and, yeah. However, there is the Hrothgar as well, which are actual cat people, where they are more cat-like than human-like. They have, you know, humanoid body shape, but they are more, they have more cat-like features, like they have cat faces, you know? Yup, furries win again, it's so true. And let me tell you, female Hrothgar, I love them. They're great. That's what my wife plays as. She doesn't really play this game, but it's what she changed to, because she started as Viera. So in this party, oh yeah, there's Lalafell. How could I forget Lalafell? They're really small and weird, and I don't know. They're weird. Our tank is a Lalafell. I like the idea of playing as a short little weirdo. La la. La la. But also, people get weird about them sometimes. I don't know what else they would even add. No, I just wanted to be a little demon. Oh, for sure, like, you can be a little demon. It's not common that people get weird about them. It's just... it happens, unfortunately. Oops. Little Lala that just decimates is so awesome. Oh yeah. And the fact, like, the scale of what you take down in this game, like, you know the JRPG thing, where you know, start off killing rats, and then next thing you know, you're fighting God. That's alive and well in this game. Lollipop Guild members? So to have a Lalafell just killing gods, it's great. We love that. And our take keeps like running into things. Queer bubble, huh? A very queer bubble. I think I looked away. Oops. And got hit by something. Yes, my quota. You know, my wife has an evil quota. Sometimes, you know, accounting for like how I'm feeling that day, like if my mental health is good. Where if she's been nice to me all day, she has to do some things that are a little bit evil. Evil gang. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering about the icons next to people's names, so the sprout icon that our ninja has means that they are a new player, which at this point means that you haven't gotten up to Dawn Trail, I believe. I think once you reach Dawn Trail, you are no longer considered a new player. A baby player, yeah, exactly. The other icon is returning player, which means that they have not played the game in a good while. Now you have the option when you come back to the game of if you want to have the returner symbol, which will put you back into the novice network chat, which is where people will type for like help and stuff. I hadn't played in a few months, so I had the option to do that, but I said no, because Novice Network is kind of trash and people go on power trips in there. For whatever reason, I'm not really sure why. So it's best to just have Novice Network off. Because ultimately, it's just very distracting. And then there are cutscenes in the dungeons. You'll see they'll get this, like, film reel. In the baby pool? Exactly. So people will get cutscenes, and there's an option to turn off cutscenes that you've seen, which is why I didn't get it. But it is good etiquette to not start the boss without every player being ready. Obviously, right? There's some people who ignore that, which is very annoying. But ultimately, it's a good idea to, like, wait for everybody. don't have any, like, shields ready. It's fine. I got heals over time. You'll notice, I haven't really had to do... I did it again. You'll notice. You'll see. You'll notice. You will notice. I haven't really had to do many, like, actual heals. It's mostly just been, like, the heals over time that have been doing the work for me. As I can see. So I just place it on the tank and let them take the damage and let my auto heal do its thing, while I focus on doing my own damage. Because doing damage and killing things is the best mitigation you have. Because they can't do damage if they're no longer alive, so you want to kill things. Everyone is expected to do damage, including the healer. So the less you actually have to use your heals, the better. Which I think is a really interesting way to play healer. Like, obviously my eyes are still, like, glued up, mostly glued up at the party list up here. But, I'm still, like, doing damage, you know? And I got all 3 player combinations. Healers tend to get the commendations. Even if that wasn't my best performance. Give me a second. I need to check something on the schedule here. Okay. So, they're indebted to you now. Unfortunately, that will have to be the last bit of this stream. It was a shorter stream because I got up late and then technical difficulties caused me to start late. Not much got done because the queues for the Alliance raid did not want to pop, pissing me off. But I do have to go, unfortunately. I'm still gonna try to get the Alliance raid done. But you know, this 2.5 hours kind of zoomed by. I feel like I have a good amount to say about FF14, which has helped me, like, with streaming it. Because with New Vegas, I feel like it's mostly just me reading things, and I don't actually have that much to say about the game other than laughing at silly things that happen, which is fine. And I'm still gonna go back to New Vegas. But, yeah. Also, I leveled up. I'm level 96. What? I got Helios Conjunction. Is that... Oh, it's an upgrade to my AoE heal over time. Okay. It's fun. I liked hearing you explain it. Hell yeah. Had a good time. Bless you, Freddy. My cat sneezed. But yeah. I'll probably play this on stream again, because, like I said, I had a good time, and I liked explaining things. Bless you, Freddy. I love this cat. Slug is still there. But yeah, I will see you next time. Have a good one. I think I can stream tomorrow. Yeah. I think I should be good to stream tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. I kept getting distracted by Slug. Look, she's watching intently. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.